Latest that we're picking up from Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu, who took a tour of the tourism plaza that was built by Jagan Mohan Reddy on the Rushikonda Hills in Visakhapatnam. Chief Minister Naidu now has slammed the previous Jagan government, says shamelessly built an opulent property violating norms, plundering public money. This property is evidence of Jagan Mohan Reddy's misgovernance. Remember a controversy that we've seen in the past as well with Chandrababu Naidu lashing out at the previous Jagan Mohan Reddy government over several such expenditures. But I want to go across to Swastika, joining us with more details to put this entire story in perspective for us. Swastika, what more do we know about this tourism plaza and the allegations being leveled by Chief Minister Naidu?
Well, remember, this is the first visit of Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu to Vizag's Rushikonda Hills, particularly to take a look at this opulent structure that was built by the then regime of Jagan Mohan Reddy for the purpose of tourism plaza. That was what was written on paper. But then further investigations by the newly elected government back then had revealed that this was not going to be tourism plaza. Instead, this was meant to be the camp office cum residence of Jagan Mohan Reddy, who had promised to shift the capital to Vizag. And all the kind of furniture, the chandeliers, everything that was there, the property's cost, in fact, ran almost as high as 300 crores, all with public money. And this became a huge, or rather the first ammunition that this government had against Jagan Mohan Reddy. In fact, and it did dominate the headlines. Today, it is very significant because Chandrababu Naidu, in his capacity, is visiting this place. And in fact, he has said in as many words that he has seen so many different structures across the country. He's in fact also seen the Falaknama Palace, which is in Hyderabad, which in fact the maintenance of which was handed over to a private company in question. But never before had he seen anything like the structure that he's seeing in Vizag. He's saying that all kinds of public money was plundered instead of implementing the promises that Jagan had made or creating job opportunities and all developing the IT sector in Vizag. Jagan, in fact, used all that money to build an opulent palace for himself.
But Swastika, where were rules, norms flouted? Do we have any evidence to point out that the allegations being leveled by the Chief Minister, are perhaps that need to be looked at in greater detail? Because in 2021 is when the YSRCP government did announce redevelopment of, the Haritha resort and to turn it into this tourist attraction that we see today.
Absolutely, but there are three core arguments against it. Number one, this is being built on a hilltop in complete violation of the environmental norms. It is also facing the beach. No property is allowed to be built on the beach and on a hilltop, that too the Rushikonda Hills, which is considered to be a sensitive area. Regardless of that, the government back then flouting the norms. In fact, the case this entire property is also has been red flagged by the National Green Tribunal as well, and the cases are going. Petitions were filed by many environmental activists regarding the same. The second argument is the whole tourism plaza built on the riverfront, or sorry, on the beachfront, cannot run into hundreds of crores. The property, by rough estimates, is between 300 to 400 crores. The furniture that has been used there, the structure of the property in itself is nothing like what a tourism plaza or Haritha tourism plaza, which is the government's own tourism plaza. It's nothing like that. So the government too, remember, had maintained a shroud of secrecy over the entire project. In fact, it had come up with these huge green curtains barring the entire construction from public view. When the opposition back then, when Mr. Chandrababu Naidu was in the opposition, when some of his own leaders, he himself had, or Pawan Kalyan also for that matter, intended to visit the project, they were barred from visiting the site. So that in itself had raised a lot of red flags. And let's not forget that if Jagan effectively had come to power, he would have shifted his
Absolutely. Even then, the party did question the secrecy surrounding the construction of this plaza, and that's what they'd go on to reiterate as far as allegations against the previous government are concerned. Swastika, many thanks for putting that in perspective and joining us